disturbance. Sujiro can sense it. Turns around and cuts the stormtroopers down. Oh. Now it's like I shot myself. I don't know if I can die with Akechi is still alive. I think we're like two halves of the same. I think he might be my shadow, or vice versa. When you kill someone's shadow, don't they go brain dead? I don't know. What is happening here? Is this
Shido-san.
Is this Persona 4 all over again? I'm like legit getting worried. Well, it hasn't ended.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
Yes.
No chance.
What?
They're nothing but cattle anyway.
He says,
They have no
as,
backbone
like,
or
On
wise
comes
guidance.
smashing through the window.
I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
Or we just be like, Ryuji would just fall past. They'd be doing like the Mission Impossible thing, 5 stories up or something, and you see Ryuji, ah!
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Oh, right. What's up with Morgana still?
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
Merely a cat. You've been in the... What? You've been in the thing with us. You know it's not merely a
More
cat.
importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now.
You're starting to think Akechi is up to no good.
Things will become quite busy once the word gets out.
Fuck, man.
I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
What the fuck? Like immediately?
No.
Fox! Die!
Shit.
How long was I... What? You must have a team. How did he make that happen right
What
then?
was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
We don't... That's not one of our code names.
Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice. Sai
I
Niji.
thought her code name was Oracle.
How do they know I have this?
Because he gave it to you. What? Sai? The leader of the Phantom Thieves just gave it to you.
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes.
What is the
guard
play,
was
though? How did we...
ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
How did we fake this?
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well.
They're dead!
Then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
From a bullet in the brain? I don't... Oh shit! She can have a persona? Oh, that's probably Akechi going in or whatever that was.
Huh?
Oh,
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here?
tell me left your phone inside.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the...
Remember that thing you just heard 1 second ago?
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
So this is before Akechi came down?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
Wait,
You? But
so this is after she interrogated us, because we gave her the phone, and then she left.
You
Or
know,
no?
If you
What?
stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to
Is this
eliminate
before the interrogation?
evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
Maybe the guard. Wait, did we literally blood bags, fake gun, the whole 9 yards?
And now we return to our continued report.
What happened downstairs?
They've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group.
And also, how did they detain me if I'm dead?
The suspect is reported to be a young
Anshon,
man who is
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all...
So we didn't get Arcade Kid, man.
Considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this
For real?
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you.
It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges
Not adding up.
against him,
Not adding up. They're talking about him like he's alive.
Yeah.
Maybe that was in a palace or something. Maybe we were in Akechi's palace. Some fucking super Inception 12 palace nonsense.
With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal, right? He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom
Oh, she was gonna text, but then couldn't. A-R-I-B-A-B-A.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
Well, you turned to a death of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on
Fuck, and I wish we had stupid Arcade Kid to see in this stupid.
He had to leave his hometown.
Where's speech-giving
I
man?
believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful
Oya
of people are qualified
and Takemi.
to the world.
Takemi knew I was a Phantom Thief.
So you've been coming home late.
She put it together.
That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news.
Didn't we deal with that fucking guy already?
Has committed suicide.
Oh boy.
The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
custody. This station will continue to...
Okay, they didn't tell anyone else about the plan because the suspense has to be the response has to be real. You can't. Hey, it's that gift. You can't. We dead?
It can't be.
Fucking Nanako dead all over again? Ugh. Avenge me, team.
You're shitting me.
Avenge me.
We got him.
Ah, we got him. We got him. I knew it. I knew it. How did we fake it, though? We didn't use blood bags and shit, really? Like, right? We come on.
Have been killed.
Have I really been? I don't think I've been killed.
Why were you killed?
Was I really killed, Igor?
Why did you have to die?
But how did they know I would not die? Igor?
Do you remember?
No.
It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy.
Yeah, I really hate the amnesia literary thing, but indeed.
Your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom.
Mm-hmm.
What a tremendous plan.
Yeah, we figured that
How
out.
might you be capable of executing such a feat?
Blood bags?
Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Prop gun? Paid some acting student to be the other guard? I don't fucking know. The first time I sent something was off. School festival. Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom and fill my water up, and then we'll unpack this. It's like the end of Oceans, where they're like, Oceans 11, where they're like showing how they did the heist. Oh, 911 emergency response. I want it to not be Bloodbag so badly. I know, I do. It's so just. We're high school kids, I guess. Back in a sec. Use the washroom. Fill my drink. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna see the end of this. Well, not the end, but we're gonna see what's going on at least.
Let's go back upstairs for a cup of
What?
coffee while I try to figure out what I'm up to.
The F is going on. School festival. Pancakes. Did you just say pancakes?
Hey, they're going.
Where are they going? Hang on, I gotta smudge on my glasses. Where are they going?
You realized it too, then.
Pancakes. The secret this whole
It was our
time.
conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
I think he's lying.
Right. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
He's suspicious.
Yeah. It's impossible not to think that of him. Okay. Let's get everyone on the same page right away.
I think we're.
Person has been on our mind.
I mean, the home stretch might be like 20 hours, but whoopsie daisies. I think we're getting to the home stretch here.
I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
It's super immoral. You can do it.
I agree.
You can do it, F slice.
Plan to bug directly on the phone.
Easy.
So it's impossible even for you.
You didn't say that.
I didn't say it was impossible.
See?
Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect.
Why are you guys keeping a secret?
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
She's gonna do something? What did she just whisper to me?
It's gonna be fun.
Hey, I'm gonna do something.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
How the fuck did we get in here?
I think it's gonna work. You can't.
How did we get in here? What did we just... Did Makoto just, school president. Flash her president badge? Come on.
It seems you finally remember.
Not really.
This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
Oh, they're starting to become clearer. in a palace? We are in a palace. Whose palace? My palace? Would make sense that it's an interrogation room, actually. And that's how we all got in there in the first place? It doesn't really answer my question. Yep, let's save. Maybe this whole thing is my Akechi's Bay. Maybe this whole thing is my palace. Maybe all of Tokyo is actually, this whole thing has just been my palace. And Akechi my shadow. And Ryuji's the real hero. I hope there's a little more exposition. They over-explain every little piece of the game, so if we don't get some kind of explanation on that, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm listening. You want to tell me what happened? I'm listening. I'm totally listening. What were we talking about again? He did indeed have an ulterior motive. We knew that. Trying to frame us. He's the true culprit. We knew that. Yep, they're gonna ambush us. Uh-huh. The 8 of us can enter at once. It's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. Yeah, okay. Akechi could bring them in. His orders come from elsewhere. We'll have to make Akechi say it. Into the palace. I will get arrested and murdered. The palace. Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage. We were in a palace. There's a way. What kind of a way? Way to get past Akechi and the mastermind. For real? If he wants to kill me, why not let him? Inside the palace, because I'll go brain dead. We could have him kill the cognitive Majima. That doesn't. Is that how it works? That's not real. Like, is that how it works? I feel like they're changing the rules of how they've said these palaces and everything work here in the 82nd hour of the game. Is that what? Is that how it works? I don't think that's. I think that's new information as of right now.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent.
There was a cognitive on. Oh yeah, there was a cognitive on. You're right. You're totally
However,
right.
The police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work.
So whose palace were we in? What is happening?
Go tell them to come on down.
Have you guys been in on this the whole time?
Fetch him.
You guys pretend like you hate each other? What the frig?
You're her sister, correct?
Give me some answers.
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan.
Wait, everything?
I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man.
Oops. Look who's here.
Wait, who's not here? Who could it be? Hang on. Oh, it's me!
Hey, you big bastard!
Oh, you can't. All right, first of all.
How have you been?
Pretty good.
Thank goodness. It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Doesn't even know, Ryuji.
Still, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, sit down, Soj.
Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
It's for the best,
Yeah,
I
she
think.
came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe.
Yeah, he probably doesn't need to know.
It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Where to begin?
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
Maybe not.
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
Oh yeah, Boss knows I'm a Phantom Thief already.
What?
No, yeah, Boss knows I'm a Phantom
What we
Thief.
did was make that enemy kill his...
I believe he knows I'm the leader as well.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
It's exactly what it sounds like. What's
The true
confusing
culprit
here?
behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
Yeah, that's right. There's a big old
was
bitch
Goro
named
Akechi.
Akechi. Yeah.
You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
It's me? Oh. Yes. Yes.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back.
Yeah. I learned it when the in-game character learned
fatal
it,
mistake.
which is actually kind of interesting.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up.
Yeah, we had to make him frame
Couldn't have you
himself.
suspect Akechi.
Or yeah, we had to
Besides,
make him confess.
neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
I'm a bold man.
God, I can't keep up with
Bolder
any of this
than
stuff.
hickory smoked barbecue sauce.
So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
The fool spoke of pancakes when he
He
shouldn't
slipped
have.
up in regards to Morgana's voice.
Oh, also our cat can talk, but you're the only one who can't hear it, Sojiro, so
You mean our cat?
yeah.
Yes, Morgana can talk.
And use a knife, like a sword.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Show him, Morgana. This is what I've been saying this whole game. Like, Morgana, go up on the counter and, like, scratch Sojiro's name into it or something.
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
Yeah. Was Sai not in a palace? You should be able to hear Morgana, maybe? Depending on whatever the fuck is happening in the investigation
But
room?
you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
Maybe you need a persona.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear
Mona?
that and your brain realizes he can actually talk,
Well, also we have
you start
codenames,
to
Soj.
understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
Yeah, what a nerd. Catchy.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Motherfucking pancakes!
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
That's when I knew. That's when I knew that Akechi had to die.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake.
We can use Morgana's not code name.
That
I think.
meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought.
From Sojiro and Sai's perspective. and then everyone just responds normally. Okay, hang on. What are we supposed to say? Something about is this the real world, or I don't think it's not yet. The story was too good. The story was too good.
He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
I've never felt so alive!
I would never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Don't say for real, Soj, but yes, it is.
The guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
Who's this phone call to, Futaba? We could figure out who the...
I knew he was acting strange.
You have a wiretap. Surely you could tell who he was calling.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
If only Arcade Boy, hat-wearing boy, could be here with us now. Do any of the... Well, I guess Takemi's not here, so maybe not.
Palace,
Only the...
making him dispose of our leader's fake,
Persona
but
folks.
think he killed him.
Okay, so that was Sai's palace.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
A big-ass casino.
We required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart. I wouldn't have even thought there was such a...
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
We had no idea.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't.
Boy, that was a long time ago. Months ago.
Investigated Nijima-san's palace
in real life
brought
and
the
in
suggestion
game.
To us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
The signs of a great leader. It was a great idea. I mean, it was, you know, it was reckless, a little reckless. That is the name, but it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
Excuse
I
me?
did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all.
But we did? Steal your treasure?
I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation,
Mako-chan.
Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you use the data
Oh, the
from my
laptop thing. Right.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room.
Yeah, why was that?
The scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work.
Wait, since I had yet to be caught, wouldn't be anyone in that room?
They looked no different from actual living people.
Did Joker not get caught at all? I still do not understand at all.
Usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
I don't understand. Why would there be nobody in that room if I did get caught?
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse.
Oh, I guess we didn't steal it then.
Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for it.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Wouldn't be in the room till Sai believed he got caught. Let's see.
Him getting
That's why Sai
captured by
couldn't
the
know.
police went exactly how we planned.
Yeah, okay, so I did get captured.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi
Correct.
into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
He's put in his phone? Seems like she uses this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later. Can we actually talk to her later?
Akechi disposed of the fake
Or are they just
left
like...
thinking he had been victorious?
We're not gonna explain this.
It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room.
I don't know, there's a lot of...
Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I couldn't see it either.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
You should be able to hear Morgana,
There's
no?
a little danger when someone enters their own
Or
house
maybe,
for so
do you need to
short
hear
a time.
Morgana talk in the metaverse?
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well. I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
I was so high.
Understandable.
So I don't remember a goddamn thing. I don't even know where I am right now. I'm still on
Either
cloud
way,
nine.
I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
Kind of neither can
Tell you
I.
the true culprit's plan. I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth.
Machu
And that there
Makun.
was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Well, let's not sell you just yet,
Then the
Yusuke.
reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
Yeah, he should have seen your shadow. She's all over the place.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
Yeah, maybe hold the chuckles there, Sai. 4 people are dead.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake.
I'm like with Soj. Seems like they have some sort of deception they pulled.
But what did you do about the body?
There was no body.
The police never even checked it.
There was no body. It should have just poofed away, shouldn't it?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide.
should've
That
just
coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed
evaporated.
along the falsified death certificate.
Otherwise, whose body was that?
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
Now I'm a
With
ghost.
that confusion, he was able to escape with
Now I'm off the
Mikimasa's
grid.
help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Is there a body in the morgue?
Back to the interrogation, though. I can't believe what they did to him.
Yeah, they really kicked the shit out of that fake me.
The callous use of violence, and even
Oh no, that was the real me. They really kicked the shit out of the real me.
if he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died.
Well, relax, Makoto. I can handle my drugs. Relax.
Truly glad you made it back safe.
That was a breeze. Easy peasy.
How tough are you?
As nails.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
It freaked me out, on.
Made sure to live normal
It freaked
lives
me
while he was
Matt
being
out.
interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion.
That Senpai was dead. I thought it was a Persona 4 all over again.
I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
We're gonna break the disc.
Well,
It's not even mine.
the way that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what
It's true, Ryuji did know right away, actually.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you.
Coming
You
the.
saved me, after all.
Maybe you got a Persona.
That's reassuring to hear.
You're all under arrest. Oh, sigh.
Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though.
Coffee and
This old
curry
brain
for
is
everyone.
pooped. Oh, and feel free to use
Get the old bowels running.
when we get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Oh, so you don't have to do that for us. We can go upstairs.
sure?
Oh, you use my room. I got a chocolate fountain up there and everything.
Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs.
Good point, I
It's not
suppose.
like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
He's a good man, Sojiro. Remember when we started this game?
accept his offer.
Thought he was a bit of a douche.
What a great man.
And he truly is a great man, isn't he, Yusuke? Really come around on Sochan. So that's how it all happened, eh? No. Ooh, no voice line.
Familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
It's dead.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
You fool.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of Representatives.
Okay, hold that thought. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We're still gonna keep going, but man's gonna take a quick sec. Plug his goals because he keeps forgetting. For the lovely month of December, here's the goals. I never remember which side we have lined up for you. Look at this. A lovely little Christmas movie night, holiday movie night, if you will. We got Jackbox right there in the middle, which we usually do every month, and all the way at the bottom, Fireside Chat with Holden Teft. That's Oliver's D&D character. And he does a lovely little accent that I'm thinking we'll sit down and shoot that Fireside Chat like documentary style, maybe. Two like cameras on either side, and he'll have to do his accent for that whole damn thing, so that'll be super fun. Here's your goals for December. Oh, it was lagging on that explosion.
Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
The 18th of next? Is that maybe
Elections, huh?
the end of the game?
It's not like we can vote in him yet anyways.
December 18th? Oh shit, we should play all the way to December 18th by the real December 18th.
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
I mean, I have, but
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder.
have we? The Holden Tift.
He said
Tift.
Shido's
That's right.
son.
Shido.
When did he? After the
Feels like
murder.
I've heard that somewhere.
He's the representative.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh? Likely, even.
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material.
Some kind.
However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns.
True. Check.
He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity.
I randomly ran into him.
On top of that, he'll
in the
most
very,
likely
very beginning of
become
the
next
game.
Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
He's got his own team, though. He's got his own Phantom folks.
Shido, huh?
Oh yeah, there's a whole like subplot here, Soj, about how he killed Okaba.
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this. Just based on the connections I had from my previous job.
At the Super Secret Investigations Bureau.
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her.
What was Soj's old job?
Probably Shido.
He's not gonna tell us?
From the moment
He must have already
Wakaba
said.
died, I had a hunch
I don't
he was
remember.
involved. but there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had.
Well, we're going after him now.
Just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns.
Science?
So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties.
Oh, and that's why. Oh, yeah, that's why you're always up in Boss's grill.
I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten
Yeah.
bastard!
Let's do what when you put it like that, Yusuke.
Do it like always.
Let's do what we do best.
Then let's check the nav.
What's his code word gonna be?
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Wait, don't we need the code word?
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
Ah, yes. Shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
I does.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
The Diet Building, probably.
We got a hit!
Wow.
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
I mean, we sort of have to. Yeah, we have. What about Akechi?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head.
He's gonna be in there, fucking with us.
Nobody against it?
Running interference, running defense.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Unless there's like maybe it's like a super hidden ending.
Let's win.
Taking down
together.
Akechi.
Time for revenge.
Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
You can go far enough in to know what Soji used to do. I think he told us. I wish we could have got
Old fart like
farther.
me can't wrap his head around all this.
I feel like I don't know if we'll have any more relationship time.
We'll have to deal with
Maybe.
this
Oh, I guess
before
we
Election
will.
Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
One more palace.
It's best we hurry before they
and then
discover this.
and then maybe one more to deal with Akechi.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
Sure.
That reminds me. What are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Oh yeah.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
What? Why would Ms. K not think I was dead like everyone else?
That's what I told the school.
What about the news?
Don't let him find out
What?
you're alive then, alright?
So the students heard from the teachers, oh, he went back home for family reasons, and then all over the news. Oh no, I guess they didn't show who it was on the news. Okay, right. They don't know that I'm the leader of the Phantom Thieves yet. Okay.
What do you mean?
I think I'm still following it.
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches.
What was the other purpose?
Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves
Oh, yes,
and deceive the public at the same time.
They meant we had another purpose.
He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations.
Maybe we can fix
A mere change of
Akechi.
heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
Maybe we can
We'll
change
be making
Akechi's
use
heart.
of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is
Suicide.
hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
Apparently.
We're intellectuals, you know.
Sorry, Ryuji. I shouldn't have. That was rude.
That's why you needed
That was
such a
rude. I couldn't help
daring trick
myself.
as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
So I think about all teenagers.
Has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
I agree.
This ain't the time to be celebrating.
Maybe a little celebration.
People tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature.
Oh, excuse me.
Prepared for whatever may come our way.
Starting to yawn, yo. Maybe we'll look for a place to put her to bed here for today.
We made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Has this game taken place over 2.5 years?
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
Highly suspect. As the old saying goes, teenagers scared the living shit out of me. Yes,
I made those
that old
troublesome opponents
adage.
and erased any trace of that scandal.
Did it catch you like?
Think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or
What about that like lady we met in the beginning? Was that part of the
someone like that said
plan?
he'd support me. I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Past tense, believed.
Well,
What do you believe now,
was
Akechi?
precisely why I pulled the plug on
Huh?
the research.
What do you believe?
I need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion.
Wait, is that real or is that just a part of the?
He was quite surprised
That's
when we
real.
confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals.
You might think.
Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished.
This is a lot.
And I've monopolized public opinion.
This is a lot of talking, lot to take in.
Public sentiment. Collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
Why are we just recounting our entire...
And they were just brats once we looked into it.
Akechi, come up to my office. It's time for our nightly recounting of our entire scheme until right now.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had
Whole lot of plot dumb, indeed.
I've been gaining more supporters since.
Plot dump.
The current
Plot dumb.
administration dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing.
It's a little plot dumb.
Even the government.
It's a little. The amnesia thing is a little plot dumb.
Just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
Is Japan not a powerful country that can compete with the world?
With my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become...
Okay, come on here, Shido.
Whatever wish you want.
Long-winded.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Meanwhile, at the cafe.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Good.
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far.
Yeah, you think fighting another Persona user for the first time ever? Okay.
And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together.
I don't know, we're gonna...
To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other.
Oh yeah, we still gotta turn you
But when I
back.
consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy.
Right, there's still the mystery of Morgana to solve.
I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Hell yes.
Well, how do I put this?
Doge says go to bed. Wise Futaba would, why you standing in my room? Just get ready for bed. How so? Oh yeah, phone, right? Yes, wiretap, okay. UPS, yours and his. Tell the precise moment Sai, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. You sent the beep. Okay. Well, you need to tell Sai to show the phone to Akechi.
But...
You can directly hack into it. It has a bookmark function. All you have to do is push the button. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it sure does seem sewn up pretty neatly. Between the amnesia and the fact that the app just so happens to work exactly right for us. I don't know. It's a little...
I'm gonna head back then.
It's a little convenient, isn't it? And it all came together so fast. Let's save. Let's save. I need time to process
Just add this.
this massive amount of information. A lot of it is still not fitting together for me. Holy smokes. What a season, what a season. Wowzers. It was Akechi. Fucking knew it was Akechi. Son of a bitch. I don't think this is the last palace either. I suspect there might be maybe one after this. We're gonna call it a stream for tonight. Let's see here. We've been going about just over 5 hours today. What's coming up? We'll be back on tomorrow. Some video games. Wednesday, it's Cooking with Chef Eads over on the Patreon. We're gonna take that on the road. I'm gonna go over to my folks' place, and my mother dearest, the best cook I know, is gonna join us for some Cooking with Chef Eads on Wednesday night. Come join us for that. Friday is Doinkception, our next Talking Reckless Wrestling League event. Champ DDK defends his title in the Hell in a Cell. And what else? Rolling Reckless on Sunday evening. So lots coming up. It's gonna be busy, a really busy week. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. Thank you so much for all the support today. Let's see here. Zafir with 100 bits, if you're still hanging around. That was like 4 hours ago, so he probably fell asleep. John Blah, Raid, thank you very much. Smugsy, subbing for Tier 1, at Tier 1 for 10 months. Thanks so much, everybody, for keeping me on the air week after week, month after month. We're coming up on our 2-year full-time streaming anniversary pretty quick here. It'll be in May, I think. I have the date written down somewhere. Like May 16th or something. It's coming up, though, pretty soon. So thanks very much, everyone. Lots of fun stuff coming up. Join me tomorrow. Some video games. Greetings from Brazil. Farewell from Canada. We're just shutting her down, my friend. You toss a follow, though. Come on back tomorrow. I stream every day. We play different games every day. Hi, Duran. And you just caught us at the end of our 5-hour Persona stream. Yes, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much, everyone. Have yourselves a great night. Oh, join our Discord as well. It's the best place to keep up on the announcements and things.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. On a tree frog, it's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time,
Go right, Icy. Stick around, throw a dab on the good brother. He's playing some... I don't know what he's playing. Some plain DCS something sim.